going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Oscar and I'm bringing you guys another video. On today's video, we're gonna go ahead and continue working on the 69 BW Beetle. Let me tell you, we have done a lot of work on this car off camera. We got a lot of sanding down, but let me go ahead and show you. It might not seem like we've done a lot to the car, but I put in a lot of hours sanding down. Both of the fenders are done. They're bare metal. We sanded down this new panel that we put in, and then we were also able to sand down the whole entire hood, the inside and the outside. It took a lot of time, but it was definitely worth it. We're trying to do a good paint job here. The next thing that we have to focus on is the little crevices, like right here. Let me turn this light on real quick. So I got pretty much this one done. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time on it, and then we have to move on to the other one. If you can see, it's really dirty. The white stuff that's on it right now, that's paint remover, but of course that stuff doesn't really work too well. I always have to come back and spray it again in order for the paint to actually break down. Gonna go ahead and work on that today, finish up with this side, and we have to focus on this whole panel right here. We need to get that to bare metal. We have a little bit more under here. Let's get to work. We need to sand those down. We also need to spend some time on the hood. The hood has some dents that we have to fix. Here is the hood. Like I told you, I sanded down to bare metal. The other side is the same way. Today we need to spend a few hours focusing on all these dents and get them all fixed so we can go ahead and spray this. Trying to spray this either today or tomorrow. In order for us to do that, we need to get all this ready for paint. Once this is ready for paint, both of the fenders are good. They don't have really too much damage, so that should be pretty quick. The hood probably good 2 hours, and then after that we can go ahead and start cleaning everything up and prepping it for paint, and we can move on. I feel good enough to throw some paint on it. We removed a lot of the gunked up dirt and removed most of the paint. There are some sections that is really hard to get, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to this metal panel right here. We're gonna spend some few hours, get it all cleaned up. Most of its tabs are over here closer to the dash. I need to clean all those up, and then we can go ahead and just lightly sand the whole middle section. That'll be ready, and then the last thing that we will have to do is focus on this section right here. So we just got done cleaning up the whole entire panel right here, and as well as the brackets. It looks really good, and I'm thinking about throwing some primer in the bottom section of this panel right here. I think that's gonna go ahead and help us protect the metal a lot better. And another thing that's gonna help us with is I don't think the spray gun is gonna be able to fit in that little gap right there and be able to spray up. So I think it would be a better idea if we just grab a rattle can just spray a tiny layer of paint on the bottom section of this panel right here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and move on to this section right here. Now that we got the panel down to 80 grit, before we do any painting, we're gonna go ahead and do one more hit with 150. That's gonna get the panel ready. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab some alcohol and clean the panel really good. Once it's clean, then we'll go ahead and lay down that primer. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Pretty sure we're ready for paint. We got the panel down to 150 and we wiped it with some alcohol. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this bag so we can go ahead and tape up a line. Got a lot done today. I'm very happy with the result. We're one step closer to getting this whole front section painted. I'm gonna go ahead and end this day like this. It is Thanksgiving today, and I gotta spend time with my family and my wife. I'm gonna go ahead and come back tomorrow. We'll go ahead and finish off sanding down the section right here. And then we also have to spend some time on the hood fixing some dents. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it like this, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. It's the next morning here and we're back working on the 69 BW Beetle. We just gotta do a little bit more sanding, and we have to finish doing some body work on the hood. The hood has some dents on it and we need to spend some time fixing those before we lay any paint on it. Let's go ahead and take care of the sanding And once we're done sanding, we're gonna go ahead and tackle the hood, and hopefully we'll be ready for some paint. I like to use this tool to remove any dirt that's on the surface, and then we can go ahead and start sanding it down with some 80 grit sandpaper. Alright, so this is like one of the perfect examples on why I didn't want to do this, and I waited for the last minute to do this, because this is very dirty, and every time I get down here all the dirt falls right into my eyes and it sucks. So, but we have to do it, get it done, so just do it. Let's just get it done with. So we just got done sanding down that section. That was the biggest pain in the butt ever. I really did not like doing that at all. I mean, like I said earlier, the dirt was just getting in my eyes. Really the worst spot ever, but we were able to do it. I do need to spend a little bit more time sanding it down. We just got all the dirt. There is a little bit of rust that's laying on top of the surface. We're gonna go ahead and throw some rust treatment on it, and we're gonna let it sit overnight. Gonna go ahead and move on to the next step, which is working on the hood. The hood does have some dents that we need to fix. Before we bring the hood in to spend some time working on it, I think I'm gonna go ahead and spend about 20 minutes or so cleaning up the garage. It is really messy, and I hate working when my garage is messy. So let's go ahead and clean up the garage, and then we'll go ahead and bring in the hood and spend an hour or two fixing those dents. So we just got done cleaning up the garage, and I think we're ready to work on the hood. We do need to fix some dents on the hood, and one of the first things that we need to do is get our folding table, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the hood, bring it inside, and spend some few hours working on it. Hopefully we can get it done today. That will put us in a really good spot for tomorrow. We will just have to come back tomorrow, sand everything down to 120 grit, clean it up. We'll start mixing our paint to lay it down. We're very close to finish up this front end, so stick with me and we'll finish it up on this video. We just got our hood back inside the garage. I am ready to work on it. It is going to take some time, but it's definitely going to be worth it. So the method that we're going to be using is I'm going to go ahead and grab a Sharpie. I'm going to make some lines all over the hood, and then that will guide me to see where my low and high spots. And then we'll go with the dolly and hammer and fix those spots. We might have to do it twice, but hopefully one time we'll do it. So let's go ahead and get started. So don't be afraid. I know we just got everything to bare metal, but this is what it takes in order for us to know whether or not there's a high and low spots. Some are more visible than others, but this is a method that I saw on YouTube, and I think it's going to be helpful for my case here. The Sharpie is not working too well. I don't have one of those big Sharpies that the guy was using on the video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it different ways. There's a million ways to do it. I just have this kind of reddish Rusto can. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly spray it, and then I'm gonna sand it down. Go ahead and let that dry for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and come back, use some sandpaper, and hopefully that would show us where our low and high spots. So we're ready for the next step. Put the gloves back on. Wow, so there were more dents than I expected. Let me go ahead and put this light down. So if you can see, there's, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's a circle right there, and it's all kind of pinkish reddish. That's what we need to work on, and there's a lot of them. There's another tiny one right here, another one right here. I mean, it's just very little, but I mean, you have to work on them. Very high spot. So you notice a high spot when there's, you see how the metal is shiny and there's a big red thing around it. That means every time I was sanding here, it was sitting on that peak right there, and it does not sand around it. Like, I guess the camera does pick it up nicely. Here's a big low. This is another low spot right here. Let's go to the other side. The other side is not too bad. You can see there's something going on right here. Looks like Mount Fuji, but we're gonna go ahead and fix it. this is definitely gonna take way more time than I expected. Low spots like this, very easy to fix. Go ahead and spend some few hours working on this. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video like this. This is gonna take way too long and it's not gonna be fun. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it would look like on the next video once we fix all these spots. What it comes down to, I'm gonna go ahead and spend about 2 hours working on all these little high and low spots, and then I'll throw another coat of red and we'll sand it down again, and hopefully a lot of these things are gone. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I was trying to drop this video by Thanksgiving, but obviously that didn't happen. I had a lot of work on my hands, just wasn't enough. But hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on this hood. I'm gonna spend a few more hours on the low and high spots. Another thing that I want to mention is, I'm sorry, I know I said I was going to get this whole section painted on this video, but unfortunately that didn't happen either. There's a lot of work to get done, and I'm trying my best to get it done. Obviously I'm not trying to rush anything. I didn't think it was gonna take this long to get this hood done. Kind of bummed about it, but all you can do is just go ahead and keep going. That's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to keep working on this hood, and hopefully by the next video we'll have everything ready. I'll go ahead and show you guys the final product on this hood. We'll go ahead and slap it back on the car. We'll have it ready for paint. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do. We're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. We hope to reach that very, very soon. Subscribe to the channel to show your support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.